Today on the channel, it's another chapter in the That's So Hard to Say Goodbye saga. What's leaving the collection this time in That's So Hard to Say Goodbye, Part 17.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another edition of That's So Hard to Say Goodbye, as we are up to number 17 on the channel, the continuing saga of what's leaving my collection. As you guys watching this channel, hopefully you've seen this channel before. If not, subscribe. There you go. But if you've watched these videos, you've watched this channel, there's always a lot of stuff coming into the collection, not a ton of stuff coming out of the collection. A lot of people say, Kyle, you just buy this stuff to flip. No, I don't. And when I do flip collections, I always put a video of something like this going on. It's very rare. I'm a buyer, not a seller. I guess that's a lot of people are that way. But there will come a time when it is time to sell, and I do kind of have some plans to that. Maybe one of these days I'll do a video talking about, hey, here is my exit plan, my exit strategy. What is it? And I got a plan around that. And I know I've promised for like 3 years, and I will do this video eventually. We'll do That's So Hard to Say Goodbye Part 0. We will do that one. The first ever That's So Hard to Say Goodbye that I did way back in the day, as I did graduate high school and I made some life decisions that I really did regret many years later, but did not regret at the time. So stay tuned to that video. 2027 maybe. Who knows when we'll do that one, but we will eventually. We got a long way to go and a short time to get there, as Jerry Reed once said. We've got a long way to go and a short time to go. But now today, in today's video, we're talking That's So Hard to Say Goodbye Part 17. And this is a question that comes at me a lot, and I guess my answer will change going forward here. But I always get the question, Kyle, what do you do with all the packaging? You do the old see you laters, you do the old skyhook Jabbar style, you hit it off the ceiling, you do that kind of stuff, but where does that package go from there? Well, I would say 75%, I'm just spitballing here, 75% of that packaging goes right to the garbage or the recycling bin. That's what it does. Mattel Elites, Mattel stuff, throwing it away. But however, there are certain lines I keep the packaging for. Some of your, most of your Super 7s, your Mondos, a lot of the NECA stuff, some of the high-end wrestling stuff, Storm collectible stuff, a lot of that kind of stuff, the packaging does stay because I feel like there is worth in the package, if that makes sense. I feel like one day, let's say when I have that exit strategy plan, that first ever 4-pack of NECA Ninja Turtles, man, oh man, I got the packaging for that. I'll put that with those turtles. Man, I'll sell it for more money than it's worth. And I really think about that a little bit of time. I'm like, is it really worth keeping the packaging? And that's what brings us to Part 17. We're getting rid of some packaging today, and that's why I wanted to discuss about, we're saying so hard to say goodbye to a lot of the excess packaging in my collection. Now, I think I've talked about this a couple years back on the channel, as I have an attic above my garage, and you know, you take the old ladder up there, you get the old flashlight, and it's just about as big as my house on the top there. One of these days, man, oh man, I would love to finish that attic, put some real floors in there. Obviously, it's kind of got one of those kind of things, but how cool of a room could this be? Man, endless possibilities. We'll see what happens one day. But right now I'm storing a lot of excess packaging up there. And I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, I don't know about all this. Am I going to really, let's say I want to sell that Ninja Turtle 4-pack I brought up. Am I really willing to go crawl up in the attic, search around, get the flashlight, try to find it? Oh, there it is right there. Get it down. Obviously, I'll probably be a dusty mess by things are all said and done because I have all this packaging in garbage bags as well to keep kind of the dust off the packaging and stuff. Long story. But anyways, am I willing to do all that work to sell that one item? Now, if I'm selling the whole collection, okay, I go up there, I pull everything down, I'm good to go. I start building it out and things like that. But if one day, That's So Hard to Say Goodbye 33 comes up, and we decide to get rid of the Jose Canseco collection, the Patrick Ewing collection, the Scottie Pippen collection, am I going to go searching through all that stuff? Probably not. And honestly, is the hassle and time worth the energy? Is it worth all of it at the end of the day? Will I make $4 more, $5 more? And one thing I got to learn and I got to do better at is your time is money. You only got so much time. What is time? I am chasing time every single day. I run out of time every single day, which is great. That means I got a lot on my plate. I got a lot to do, but I really wish for more time. I just wish for more time. And that seems like a waste of time trying to get that just to make a couple extra dollars. So that's where my head has went. Now, am I getting rid of everything? No. Special packaging that really sings to me. Something extra special. I'm trying to think of what that could be possibly. I'm just trying to, what could be extra special to keep? Maybe like, let's say a Defining Moments, the new Defining Moments box set. Like stuff like that I'm going to keep because I'm going to store all my baggies of hands inside that box. So that doesn't really count. It's just a box basically at the end of the day, a fancy box. But how about Mondo collectibles? Mondo, high-end toys, of course. We've unboxed a lot of He-Man, X-Men on the channel. I'm keeping those boxes. They're a high-end collectible, very nice packaging. That is going to stay in the collection. Maybe some very expensive figures, Storm collectible boxes like Jushin Liger. I got that 1 of 500 Jushin Liger unboxed. I have the packaging still. I'm not going to throw that packaging away. But Mattel Elites, those have been going goodbye. Marvel Legends, G.I. Joe Classified, goodbye. Those have always been going goodbye. But like I said, I've been keeping NECA. I've been keeping Super 7s. I've been keeping kind of that kind of stuff. Well, that time has come. It is time to go. So here you go, Goldar. I'll see you later, Goldar. Ninja Turtles, Ninja Turtle boxes, all of these. I have every single box from these. See you later. Goodbye. Gremlins, kept all my NECA Gremlins. Skyhook, Jabbar style, up over the top. Goodbye, you gotta go. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here, as we do say. What is this one? Monkey and toy version. I mean, I got stacks of boxes. So I got stack right over here, right off camera, very conveniently. Stacks of Super 7 boxes. You guys know I love me some Super 7. I got the Lion-O, the Thundercats stack. I got the Power Ranger stack. I got the G.I. Joe stack. I got all this G.I. Joe stuff. I got all this. See you later. More Turtles, April O'Neil. See you later. Goodbye. G.I. Joe Snake Eyes. This is just stuff I have handy sitting around here off to the sides. I'm going to get rid of all this stuff. It's all going goodbye. I'd love to keep it all. It's just not worth the time. And like it goes back to, I'm just really, in my brain, time is money. Do I have time to search up there and dig through that kind of stuff in the future? I really don't. So this stuff is all going to go by. Going forward, I open up these NECAs. I open up these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Unless it's something extra special to me, the packaging is getting the old see you later. That's just what's going to have to happen. And one thing I do have going on here, a lot of you guys that have watched my collector's room tours, I have all these Detolfs behind me. Well, the very top of the Detolfs, I have a figure, an unboxed figure up here. But behind all that, it is packaging, Ninja Turtle packaging, NECA packaging, all that. It's a great storage system. It's a great place to put some extras outside of the attic, get to it a little quicker. But I'm like, okay, I'm almost to the point. I think I have 2 more big displays to build in my collection. Giving you a little peek behind the tent here. 2 more big displays. I got them mapped out, got them planned. After that, guess what? I'm not out of room for figures, but I'm out of room for displays. At least I think so, unless I take down, like in front of me is my Mattel Retros on the wall. If I take that wall down, I don't have them on there anymore. I could put a display case there, but you guys know what I mean. So my thought is those top of Detolfs will eventually, someday, years from now, be very valuable real estate. And maybe once the Mattel line keeps going, maybe I put a riser on the very top up there to get a whole nother one. I mean, I got 25 Detolfs around me. That's 25 extra shelves you're going to grab right there. So always be thinking about that kind of stuff, thinking towards the future. And that's what I'm doing here today. And I finally said, you know what? It's time to get rid of the kind of this stuff. Let's do it. I'm going to start slowly feeding it into the dumpster and the recycling bin. And, you know, when I go up to the office and things like that, they got a nice recycling bin there. I'll say, take a load up there to the office. So I'm going to do some of that kind of stuff. So definitely an interesting one. Definitely not as heartbreaking as some of the That's So Hard to Say Goodbyes, but definitely a monumental decision here, because at the end of the day, I really would love to be an unpackaged collector. I would love to keep everything mint in the box. It's just honestly impossible. If you're a detailed big-time figure collector, man, it's tough. Nobody's got all the room for everything that I buy and most people buy. the packaging just eats up too much room. So you got to be very selective if you're a mint on card person. But man, oh man, it's quite the life. It's quite the life. There's no doubt about it. Just ask my dad. He'll tell you he's a mint on card guy. He's not messing around with this Lucy stuff outside of rare instances. So there it is. That's So Hard to Say Goodbye, Part 17. What are your thoughts on this? What do you think? Do you agree with me on this stuff? And what are you saying goodbye to? Anything recently? You getting rid of anything anytime soon? Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell as we got videos every single day and even more content for you on the Patreon channel. Patreon, your best way to support this very YouTube channel and all the insanity it does bring. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget about social media. Sir Paul64 on the X. _Kyle_Peterson on Instagram and on Threads. So for That's So Hard to Say Goodbye, Part 17, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.